Glug, 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 glug. Hello, guys, and welcome to How I See the Different Outfits, part 12.9. No microphone checks. I've trained so that the microphone is completely off. Hello, guys. Today, we're doing How I See the Different Outfits, part 12. Anyway, let's start.
Replacing the stream. Violence and unknown symbols appear often on purpose. Any glyphs can repeat. Any glyphs can repeat, and that is allowed.
Let's just start. Okay, so it appears to be an O with a trombone curve with an exhaust button. Why am I laughing? You know I should never be.
My voice cracked. If I can't do this one more time, I'm skipping it. Completely I'm skipping the rest of the letters. Oh man, wow, 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 wow. I'm skipping it. No, there's a double thing and no. Oh man, wow, 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 wow. Oh, not on page. Oh man, wow, 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 wow.
I just imagined an orca in my head and I stopped laughing. Let me try again.
Oh Meg, wow, 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 wow. It's like I'm not laughing anymore.
You. W.
Omega, la 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 la.
This totally does not refer to the inappropriate private part known as the B word. Alright, this is AlgoDo. I've never used it in a while, but I've taken the time to use it again. This time, we're actually not going to get rid of the ground. I know getting rid of the ground is overused, so I'm going to underuse everything. First, I'm going to generate this. This is called a U. But if you see this, if you know what I mean, this, if you see this letter, which is like, this is a fat thingy with two smaller fat thingies. So if you ever see these fat looking thingies, just that's the fat thingy with two smaller fat thingies. This is the tutorial episode. No, it's not. Okay, what am I saying? This is a fat thingy with two smaller fat thingies. You can already see the similarities to the Arabic letter. A fat thingy with two smaller fat thingies. And now, if you see 3 dots on top or 3 squares, that is fat thingy, a fat thingy with 2 smaller fat thingies with 3 dots. A fat thingy with 2 smaller fat thingies with 3 dots. Now let me tell you about with a bow on it structure. Let's say we have a letter. This square is, for example, and we have a U on top. Not a U, but like similar. Now you would say letter with a bow on it. And you would use the synth effect for that. But if you want to use fat thingy effect, use the synth. But if you want to do effects like Omega or Delta, use low battery always. And hold your A's for very ridiculously long times. As much as your vocal cords can handle it, of course. Want to have mercy. Anyway, now it can handle other effects like... Okay, it can handle some other effects. But usually, if you see this, only sometimes you use the losing sanity effect, which sounds like E. For example, if you see this. Oh wait, hold on. This. Wait, hold on. That does not look like it. Whatever I'm trying to think of right now. This is called a candy cane exhaust pipe. This usually happens when a letter has it. I'm going to use the common ones, for example. This is G with a candy cane exhaust pipe. If you see this, it's called G with a candy cane exhaust pipe. I'll give more tutorials later. Good thing it only just shows my thing as SF. You don't need to know what that stands for. Okay guys, ChatGPT messed up and it gave me this instead. So I'm going to continue the tutorial. And yes, you see my channel name. That is allowed. I'm not going to block that because You can already see my channel name. It's already exposed if you know about it. Alright, so now we know about the long stretched uhs. Sorry about my bad delta. If it looks like a candle, oh, never mind. We've known about the losing sanity effect. What about the rest? There is lots of missing space here, and only a portion of it, or only a fraction of it, was filled. This is a good example, right? So, let's do the rest. Now we know about the bowls. Also, I'm going to use labels. Square is synth effect. Triangle is the E, or the losing sanity. And the line is the distorted mic, which is distorted mic. G with a candy cane exhaust pipe. But let's just use a common letter for the exhaust pipe cape. Because if you didn't know, this is called an exhaust pipe cape. It uses the same effect. So, now we know about our exhaust pipes. This is called exhaust pipe cape. This should only be used when there is something that looks like this on top of a letter, and it clearly resembles a cape. Whatever that means. Let's move on to the more common version. Or what I like to call exhaust pipeline. This, or if you see a square exhaust pipe on top like this, for example, you want to classify this as exhaust pipeline. Because, yes, this uses the same exhaust pipe effect that I use in a lot of my videos. Let's move on to the regular exhaust pipes. This is, oh wait, hold on. This is Y with an exhaust pipe. So, you gotta remember, all these weird exhausty structures, these gotta have the line effect, or the distorted mic. All these stretched or omega wah 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 wah. Anytime you want, you can stretch it. As long as you stretch it, use low battery. I'm gonna make it like this, just like a draining battery. So this is the low battery effect, just so you know. Also, I'm gonna make the lines a bit more corrupted so that you know it's exhaust pipe. Or jagged, all that stuff. Oh, let's just even jag it out. Drag it. That looks jagged to you, right? So now we know to use the exhaust pipe effects, which I didn't do for these two. This is a tutorial episode, yes. And this is the losing sanity effect. Don't know what to put on top. Should have deleted these. This is a low battery. Oh. Alright, what were the others? I need to... Yes, I know. This is called cough. I'm resisting the urge today. I do not want to jump scare you. You just don't mind my bad drawing, right? This usually requires you to cough 4 or as many times as you want at your fastest speed. Make sure it's safe and controlled. Then speed your video to 1.6 or that specific edited cough section. And then just repeat it like hundreds of ridiculous times on a loop. Like this. Now what you're going to want to do is cut the video. You should see a little video player like this. Now, if your cough section was right here, say this was the portion, you're going to cut right here using CapCut's cut feature. Let's just say it was this button, even though if you know where the cut is. If you press this button, you can create a cut here. If you press the button again, you can create a cut here. And there you go, your cough section. Now, speed your video to about 1.6. 1.6x speed. This little section right here should be about 1.6x. And ta-da! You have an effect. Also, for this, this is called this right here is called water drop. If you've seen this, make sure you do like a regular voice. A circle means regular voice. Or you can use auto-tune, which is this as well. Like da 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 water drop. That. Alright, let's now, what was I gonna do next? I need to remember. Alright, I think I've got it now. So, no, that looks too weird. This little thing over here is called infinity, 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 infinity. I'm not gonna make the echo too long. This, you should just search up the effect infinite echoes or similar. Find the effect called infinite echoes. Use it. And just, now if you have to manually search it up, look for the image, press cancel, then press the top right check mark according to my iPadOS 26.4.1 CapCut. If you have the device, that's good because that's recommended. It should be on the latest version for my advice, just in case, or the latest version of CapCut. Then, let me get some others. Now, now I know I'm turning on the grid. This is not a square. Oh, what is going on? This is not a square. Totally not a square. Totally hasn't been. Oh my. Okay. Oh my, that was a bad cut. Non-CapCut. Get it? Okay, anyway, here's a triangle. Oh, this isn't just any triangle. Don't underestimate it. It has a lot of power for effects. If you see this in text, we gotta bring back the battery, which I probably want to charge this battery. This one, not mine. Yeah, my battery's good. Thank the device. Anyway, if you wrong color, yes it is the right color. If you see this, and it's like rounded, you should be like, rounded delta, and just like stretch your A forever, or as long as your voice can go. If you see this is literally the same thing. There's literally no difference in the effect. But instead, you say upside down rounded delta. And like I said, you can stretch your voice as long as you can go. Let's talk about the hollow Hollow Buds. Yes, I know I called them Hollow Buds, but why? I don't know. Just do some hyperspeed editing. Hopefully this is right. Cut. That was not right. That was nowhere near right. There. Right there. Perfect. Cut. I think it would just be better to like get rid of this. Copy it and just like rotate it. Okay, so now we've got our hollow thingies. Just like before, I'm gonna use these effects. This is how to make your own alphabet video, by the way. Just make sure to credit me so that no one thinks it's the original. If I see it and everyone tries to be like me, I'll just tell them instantly in the comments. Just make sure to credit me or else I might comment on your video. Anyway, this is rounded hollow delta. And you just want to stretch it out. This is, well, you've already guessed it. Can you guess in the comments? Leave your timestamp and guess below. I'll give you some time. Now, if you won't lie, tell me your guess in the comments. This is upside down rounded hollow delta. And it just stretches. So yeah, that's how to do the tutorial. That's the tutorial on how to do my most common effects. Now you know how to do it, I hope. Just make sure not to replay the tutorial mid-video. And make sure to memorize this. And yes, this only works on CapCut. CapCut has the special effects like low battery, distorted mic, Roboto, robot, infinite echoes, synth, losing sanity, and lots of other stuff like lonely story, whatever. You can just find all of those effects on Filmora or any other editing software. I don't know about that. You should just switch to CapCut for this one. If anyone uses CapCut, this is a good tutorial. Also, the title is going to be renamed to Part 12.9, the Tutorial Edition. And yes, this is the end of the video.